So, we are live.
How did you go ahead? Oh, hey, hello everybody.
Oh,
So, let me pull this up. All right, who wants to give us a recap of what happened last time on Annals of Levis, the Heroes of Crossington?
Jonathan, were you
I'll give
saying
it
that
a
you were wanting
shot.
to do it? Oh, okay, there you go.
No, I said I would. All right. Yeah, I have an arts magnet and then a narrative version. But I'll start with I like big crit and devastating hits. When the manor's dark, don't throw fit. Nope. He crept up slow, did recon bits, and found a colt, some frost. Torka's war pick, he commits, slamming Vimarov straight hits. And Stokel dropped, but ain't call it quits. It's big crits, that's legit. Henry flew 30 feet. Cone of cold, that spell was thick. Soren blocked the lightning bolt. Roville cried all like little old twit. Yeah, we hitting hard from tiny hut to icy yard. He was shooting with his crossbow hits, stabbed daddies in their fancy mitts. General Vimarov, she don't quit, but she got stabbed right through her.
Wow.
Esplate, Torka ended it. Henry vanished. What a get! I like crit. That ninth level life we hit. New heights. Oh, 19th, sorry. Split might say it twice. I like big crits. Now Henry's fled, but he ain't dead. We'll get.
So,
is it just me? Yeah, I think is he cutting out or is that me?
he is. I was going to let him finish and then tell him that sounded really cool. We heard like half of it.
Oh man. Well, it's probably good enough that yeah, you heard the right half. I'm sure.
You're gonna need to lay down that track and record it,
Yeah.
and then get it to us.
Okay.
If I need to
Okay.
drive down there and do a little beatboxing, I'll do that.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Does anyone want to decipher what
Yeah.
Jonathan's
I'll,
saying?
I'll
Hey,
decipher it
Jonathan.
if I'm coming through. If I'm coming through now,
Yeah, it did cut out where you said where Torka hit. I couldn't catch that part. It dropped out. So you'll
oh,
need to
did
tell
it?
us.
Did it? That part?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I got you.
The
Where did it hit? Where did
chest,
that crit hit?
chest.
Okay, for
Oh,
real.
gotcha. There you
So,
You're still cutting in and out.
man. Oh man.
Yeah, you
When
need
you
to
talk normal, it seems to be fine.
you need to kick people off of your internets.
What do you mean normal? It's like
Conversationally, you're
When
fine.
you actually come through. Well, that's actually while you're talking, you're about 40% right now. We're hearing maybe 60% of what you're saying. You're cutting out real bad. You need to free up some bandwidth. Please stop downloading porn, and then maybe try it again.
Not it. Not it. I'm not doing it.
Downloading porn.
That's a joke.
Yeah, not it.
There's probably at least a dozen people using Jonathan's internet connection.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, anybody else want to do the recap? Who's not Jonathan?
Not it.
We killed General Vimarov. Started by what's the count's name or the dude that ran off?
Henry.
Roville. Henry Roville.
Roville, Mr. Roville. Yes, we chased him off. He got scared like a chicken, and I
He
had
flew out
and
the window
Loomis
like
had
Mary Poppins.
chased him outside after a flying spell being cast on him by Soren, or yeah, and then came back. I came back inside, and we all just hammered down on Vimarov. I don't have my notes, but that's pretty much the gist of it. I guess that's all I can
All right.
think of.
Does anybody want to add anything?
Um,
Oh, hang on. My cat is causing calamity.
Hendo, didn't you kill her with the war pick?
I did.
He
Jabbed
did,
her real hard.
and he very dramatically said, I cleft her chest piece in twain with the pick, like he pierced it, and so as to not rob him of his victory, I said okay. Torkit can definitely have that. And then Chris Head was like, "Hey, so I could take lightly armored and use her plate mail, right?" And I said, "Well, no, because lightly armored doesn't cover what she's wearing, and two, what she was wearing was destroyed by one Torkagalu,
Ah,
Yeah. I did
who
crunch a
well.
war pick right
who
through it.
who gets to make that call after having killed a campaign villain that has vexed you for several levels."
Yes.
I can add a few things, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, so let's see. Hagar. I'm not sorry. Um, uh,
Loomis.
Loomis was was fighting uh, uh, the oh shoot
The
Lord
dude.
Roville.
Mhm.
Yeah, Lord Roville in the in the bedroom. I had tried to bar the door. Lord Roville, I think, opens the door and then Misty steps past me and then goes through the other door. Um, let's see. Um, it's I come into like the drawing room where Torka is trying to find General Vimarov, who's invisible. I, who can see General Vimarov, uh, I'm able to cast Shocking Grasp, which kept her from being able to do a reaction. And I was able to dispel the magic that was allowing her to be invisible. Um, and so she wasn't able to counterspell it. Uh, because of that, Stokel and Torka were able to uh, see her and attack her. Um, Loomis gave chase to Lord Roville, which did end up being outside. Roville started flying, so I cast flying spell on Loomis, so that way he could not get away. Uh, there was lots of spells cast, and including Lord Roville casting a cone of cold on all of us, and including General Vimarov,
Went right through the
and
damn walls.
went through the wall. I was the only one that
It did
escaped.
not go through the wall. It in fact filled the area around the wall.
Yeah, uh, very much like a flamethrower in Warhammer 40K, and so
But colder.
it engulfed
Well, I
engulfed
feel like a
like a giant
flamethrower would
web.
have just destroyed the wall.
Oh, okay, that's true. Um, and then uh, Lord Roville uh, leaves his lady love and runs, um, and the rest of us take out the general, and that's where we are, if I'm correct.
That
the general
is, in fact,
fallen.
where we
Fallen.
left off. So we will now pick up. Hang on here. Where is? This was Roville Manor, by the way.
Mm.
You guys have been there before.
Stately.
I just don't think
Roville
any of
Manor.
you remembered having been there before.
Well, sure.
I do remember.
Oh,
I do remember our first encounter there.
Oh, you're on the second floor. Hang on. So you're gathered around the body of General Vemerov, and hang on, let me turn on the music here. First of all, are there any reflections at having seen, at seeing your longtime foe now dead at your feet?
I if I can role play it,
It's kind of why we're here.
oh yeah, that's so true. I kneeled down to the body and put and say a small prayer to Moradin that I do believe that this person might have been good, but was led down a dark path. And then when with Shaldor corrupting it, I hope that Moradin's able to help guide her away from the darkness. And then and that will be my part.
Loomis lights his pipe and takes a big drag and blows out some rings and says, she was crazy.
I feel like that's fair.
I don't argue.
Torka? Cole?
yeah, just making note of this moment, writing some things down in his notebook.
Torka,
Nothing.
after uncomfortably taking quite a long time to pry the war pick out of her, is now
In my head, I imagine it's like stuck, and you have to put your foot down on it. And
yeah,
try to,
me
yeah.
too. And there's like a real metallic loud sound as the metal's coming out of the breastplate.
And when
know,
you
just-
when you wrench it free, there's a there's arcing trail of blood
Mhm.
jumps up
Which
from the
covers,
wound.
which probably slings up onto Torka's, like the left side of his face.
Probably.
And Torka's gonna kind of look around and say, I don't think we have a lot of time left. Someone's gonna come looking for the general.
No, all of her troops are dead.
I mean, on this plane.
Well, we should search this place as quick as we can then.
Do you think?
See what
I
all's
mean,
in
do you
here.
think all of her troops are dead, Soren?
Yeah, I do. I think they're all dead. I mean, if the intelligence that we gathered from that one survivor, it sounded like everybody left. I mean, anybody that was not going to go under Shaldor's control, were killed outright, and the rest, came after us.
Yeah, seems to be the case. There's
So, go ahead.
Out of
Master
character.
Roville who got away, and whoever else he might bring back with him.
What were you saying,
Who would he
Torka?
bring?
Out of character, I feel like this is a very deep-seated Christopher Head plot to Soren up the plot. Oh, they're all dead.
Ah. Well-
Back in character.
On the one
Torka's-
hand, I agree with you, but on the other hand, I feel like we have discussed it enough in the last couple sessions that you guys actually got the feeling that was correct.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Let's
Around.
go ahead and grab whatever items that the general has on their person.
All right. So, oh,
All right. You guys
If
can
her
search the
eyes
body.
are
I'm going to
open,
search the room.
if her eyes are open, Torka will close them.
Stokes, I need you to erase this over here. I can't erase it for whatever reason.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where?
Oh, hang on.
Your
Hang on.
void
Never mind.
bubble.
I got rid of it. Okay, we're good. The force bubble the force cage you put up over here.
That
Oh,
was
I
very
forgot that
useful.
Soren, are you no longer concentrating on Loomis's flight?
I can keep concentrating on it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Just
I
in
think you
case.
lost concentration at some point.
I don't think I did. I think I kept it.
I'm pretty sure you did,
Okay, I did.
because you went down like a bitch a couple times.
I got that what's it, Warcaster thing that's been really helpful.
All right, that's true. So we will say that Loomis, I don't think you had 206 hit points during the previous fight.
Yes, the character mancer just jacked it up.
That's fine.
I was like at 180 or something. I'll put it down.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. So as you're sitting there getting ready to case the room, or in Soren's case, getting ready to tear up the floors looking for copper.
Not yet. Looking at the body first.
Everyone give me.
But I will tear up the floors.
Yes, we know. Everyone give me a perception check.
Alrighty.
All right.
God bless.
So Cole and Loomis, out of the corners of your eyes, while your friends move about the room, you see through the windows a figure move this way across the windows and around the corner.
Okay.
The figure appears wreathed in black, swirling energy. Cole,
Okay.
at first look, what little you could see of it, you would take it as necrotic energy. And upon seeing that, the side of the house is rocked by an explosion as fire engulfs the side of the house. If I can find the correct template for it, player character spell effects. There we go.
Boom.
As it happens, this wall and this wall are destroyed outright. That's going to be a DC 19 dexterity saving throw.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think I was.
So everyone rolls?
Yes, if you are in that template, you roll.
Don't forget you get a +4.
Oh, I need it.
Okay, so with his +4, Stokes passes, Soren passes. Loomis with a +4 does not pass. Torka with a +4
I just
does not.
hit Dex. I'm sorry. I gotta hit dexterity.
Dexterity
can do the
saving
saving
throw.
Sorry.
So 13 plus 4 is 17. Torka fails. So Loomis and Torka each take 33 points of damage.
I could re-roll that saving throw
Okay.
from Indomitable.
All right. I believe you have 2 uses of that.
Yeah.
Okay, 20 plus a 4. You make the saving throw. So Torka, you take 33 points of damage. Everyone else
I did.
takes 16.
Okay.
Oh.
I think I'll take. I think I take 8 because I'm resistant to fire.
It's necrotic.
Yeah, this is necrotic.
Oh, it's
damage.
necrotic. Oh, sorry. All right. Gotcha.
Oh no, wait, no, that was fire damage. That was that part right
Oh.
there that blew up the corner. That was fire damage.
Okay, cool.
And as you're now looking out of the side of the house, which is all open air now, you see the familiar form of Lord Roville, who does not appear as he once was, as he is now wreathed in dark black necrotic energy, seething, pulsing with it, and its tendrils are kind of reaching out from him like amorphous ropes, moving at his command. Let's get some initiative.
Ooh, all right.
All right.
Nailed it.
Did it not roll?
Oh dear God!
You're at the top, Loomis.
Oh, there it is.
You're sexy, Loomis.
Do I need a roll to see if I still maintain concentration?
Yeah. Since you took how much? 8. It'd be a DC 10.
8. DC 10. Constitution saving throw.
All right, you're fine.
Cool. Loomis, you're
So-
still flying.
Or he still has. He's not currently flying, but he has the ability to fly. All
Sorry,
right.
yeah.
So Soren, you are first. That means it's your turn, Soren.
Yes, and I will cast. Gosh, that is save or suck, isn't it?
I do need to interject one thing real quick.
Yes.
My aura no longer gives +4. It gives +5.
Okay. I don't think
Cool.
that affected any of the results from earlier.
I just want the party to know. Although, what
Mhm.
was the target?
19.
Okay, yeah, it didn't. But I just want the party to know.
Okay.
All right. What I will do is I'll give it a try. I'm gonna do quicken. I'll quicken disintegrate and see if I do anything to this guy, and then I'll cast firebolt as well.
All right.
So
Give me
let's do
just a moment.
disintegrate. Okay.
Disintegrate's a level 6 spell.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yes.
Okay.
All right. And disintegrate.
So the energy, the arcane force energy, speeds from your hand as you cast a spell, as the words of magic leave your lips, channeling the energy through your hand as you point out at Lord Roville. Does he make the dexterity save? He does not. Oh, wait, no,
Oh.
he's got advantage on spells. Hang on. All right, he does make the saving throw.
Ah, damn it. Oh well.
And
It was worth a shot.
it looks like the force damage as it hits him kind of separates and moves around his body. It looks like maybe it hit him, but not as much as it normally would.
Hmm. Okay, and I will now cast Firebolt.
Okay.
And let's see, Firebolt. And there we go.
All right, so you got
Does
a
it do
14.
damage?
You got a 14.
Oh. Mhm.
That does not hit his armor class.
Oh gosh. Okay. And I will go ahead and go 5, 10, 15, and 20, 25. Let's see, and 30. And that will end my turn.
All right. Next is Loomis.
Okay. Let's see.
Torka, you're after Loomis. Be thinking about what you want to do.
I already know what I'm gonna do.
Gonna fly up to him
Badass stuff. That's what I'll do.
and
So you
swing
have
at him
flown up to him.
yes.
You are now 60 feet in the air.
Okay. And I'm gonna try to hit him 3 times with my great axe.
So 13 does not hit.
Don't I still have the matrix spell?
Oh yeah,
Yes, you do.
that's why you have the that bleeding eye on you. 31 does hit. All right. As you hit him with that first attack, you take 14 points of necrotic damage.
Wow.
As you arc your axe over towards him and make contact with him, you find that remember I described earlier the necrotic energy that's sort of swimming around him is kind of lashing out almost like tentacles. As you hit him with the axe, it strikes you. And I need you to take those 14 points off.
Yep. Okay.
Okay?
All right. And
So
then
what'd
how
you
does
roll?
the
Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying, yeah, how does the mechanic work on that?
So when you hit
Just-
him with a melee attack, it's going to do necrotic damage back at you.
Okay.
That's the mechanic. You
All
hit
right.
him, you take damage.
Okay. All right. So I will fly back. Well, no, I don't want to do that. How many crossbows I have left? I've got 11. Well, I'll hit him 2 crossbows then.
Okay, you are right next to him, so your crossbow attacks would be at disadvantage. However, you're currently buffed with that spell that I guess Torka put on you. Is that right?
No,
Or is it called?
Stokes has that
Stokes,
matrix.
yeah.
So cool.
Okay. All right. So so your attack would be at normal
Okay.
because you would normally have advantage on it because of the spell that Cole put on you. So 31 does hit. .28 does hit.
And then if I had to fly 60 feet in the air, that means my movement's done.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, I guess that'll end my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, Loomis, Torka, you are up. How you feeling over there, Torka?
Terrible.
Terrible,
Oh, wait,
terrible.
One more thing.
Turtle.
Isn't my first hit? If I do more damage, is it more damage coming back? Because I think that's a critical. Because I have the 19/20 improved critical. If you look at my first great axe attack, that's 31. 19 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2.
Yeah, they were both 19, so you would roll. Hang on here. Or hang on. Wait a minute. No,
Just the first one is
got
19.
you didn't roll a 19 on that. You remember you had advantage. You hit with a 32. That's a critical. It rolled critical damage below that.
I mean the one above it. If you look, when I hit him with the great axe.
Oh, that was 1d12. Yeah, roll another 1d12. All right, another 4 points of damage. Very good.
Good brain. Good brain.
Is that all?
That'll end my turn. Sorry. Yeah, done.
All right, Torka, it is now your turn for real this time.
Okay. Them fake turns mess me up. Alright, Torka's going to cast... Okay, the walls in front of me are gone, right?
Yes, this wall, or pardon me,
Just a gaping hole,
this
and I can see...
this wall and this wall are gone. This couch is gone. This dresser is gone.
Okay, so I can see Loomis and...
Yes, you
Lord
see
Roville.
Loomis and Lord Roville floating 60 feet off the ground together. So you would be looking up from where you are.
Okay. Okay, shit. Torka is going to...
Cole, you're next. Be thinking about what you want to do.
Torka's gonna walk... Whoops, sorry. Torka's gonna walk to here.
Okay, it's going to be double movement going over the bed, so that's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20 feet total.
But you can bounce stylistically.
Yes, but it's still going to count for 20 feet of movement. Thank you, though, Cole.
Uh-huh.
Actually, Torka's just going to heal himself for 40 points
Okay,
as an action.
that is a good call.
Torka's going to Torka's going to get out of the room. So I mean, how much you called that 20 points of movement?
Not 20 points of movement, 20 feet of movement. Because you moved 5 onto the bed, and then
Yeah.
that becomes
So
10.
I was gonna heal Stokel, but I'm not.
Okay.
So if it's cool, I'm just gonna run around here
Yeah,
and
that's
touch
fine.
my junk for 40, and that'll end my turn.
All right. Next up is Cole. Cole, were you down still, or did you get healed? I thought you had gotten healed by
I,
somebody.
I
Put
did.
some on.
I got healed. You know, my token is not showing what my bubbles
Well,
show.
when I click on your token, it's showing me 5 hit points,
Yeah,
20
that's right.
AC, and 30 movement.
Yep, that's right.
Since when you had 20
Uh,
AC?
no, I just got the 20 AC
Okay.
from dexterity.
Okay.
But you only have 5 hit points. Did you
I
take
only have
damage
5
after?
hit points.
He was
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was down
I
at
took
one
the
point.
fire. Yeah, I had
And
21. I had 21, and I took
Oh, the
the
fire. Yes, I'm sorry.
16 fire.
That's right. Okay.
But the weird thing is like my bar still shows 21. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. But what I actually have is 5. Okay. Man, everybody is running away. All right, so I'm gonna move 5, 10, and then since I can see Loomis out the wall, I'm gonna cast a heal spell. But yeah, I will heal Loomis using this heal spell.
all right. So Loomis, you get to go back to max health, but you do
Okay.
not get the full 70 because you cannot overheal, and 70 would
Uh,
put you over your maximum.
Is
all right. I'm doing what I can before I'm running away. So, um, so I will also use my bonus action to give Loomis a bunch of encouragement. And just tell him, Loomis, you can fly, you can swing, fly like a bumblebee, sting like a bear. You go get him, and then I'm gonna run out the room. Another, let's see, that's 15, 20,
You cannot end your turn
25.
on Torka. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I may have missed the door. Sorry. The door was this way at 5, 10, 15, 20. So that uses all of my 30 movement.
All right. Very good. Does that end your turn?
Yes. With inspiration going to Loomis. So it's a D12 bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Use it or lose it.
okay.
So, next up is our friend, Lord Roville, who's going to move up 5 feet. Just 5 feet, still in melee range with Loomis. And then, since neither Torka, Soren, or Cole said they were closing the door behind them, he is going to launch another fireball.
I will attempt to counterspell it.
All right. What level are you attempting to counterspell it?
I will counterspell it at I'll counterspell it at a 5th level.
All right. At 5th level, he will use his reaction to counterspell and cancel out your counterspell.
Is that where he's doing 2 spells at the same time, or is he able to do that?
No, he's
'Cause
able
a
to do that,
badass.
but
Damn.
he's not going to cast fireball now. So what he will do, hang on, I've got to remove one of his. Oh, never mind. Okay. So what he is going to do instead is use his really cool feature that I gave him called Arcane Burst. He used this on you before. I think he used this on you guys, But that was before he was powered up with all this necrotic energy.
Hmm.
He looks down the hall at you, Soren, and then he looks
Right.
over at Loomis. And these necrotic tentacles lash out from his body. And he misses with a natural 1.
Oof.
He has a plus 17 to hit, and he rolled a natural 1.
Smart to be lucky.
That will end Lord Roville's turn. Next up is round 2. Lucky for y'all, he doesn't have any legendary actions or anything.
Oh, thank God.
I don't believe that.
That is lucky.
Well, if he did,
Um,
he would have already used them by now.
Oh, it doesn't have any left.
He doesn't have any at all. This is why I started that whole thing off with, luckily for y'all, he doesn't have any legendary actions. And you
I know,
were-
I just didn't believe
And
you.
then you were like, oh, I don't believe you. You're lying. All right, Soren, you're up. What do you want to do?
All right. I am going to 5, 10, 15. Actually, I will stay put, and I will cast behind Lord Roville a fireball where it will engulf him but leave Loomis unscathed. And that will come from my Pearl of Power, which I haven't used in ages. Okay, let's see how that goes. Okay, fireball.
Does Pearl of Power, doesn't it give you a 4th level spell or something like that?
It gives me
Or-
a 3rd level if I'm correct. I'll have to. I can double check it.
No, I'm double checking
I
it
believe
just out of curiosity.
Okay. Yeah.
You regain 1 expended spell slot of.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, I
If
think it's
if
3rd
the
level.
expended slot is 4th level or higher, the new slot is
Oh.
3rd level.
Okay, there we go.
So it only
Oh.
it's only going to give you a 3rd level. So no, that's fair.
Cool. Okay, fireball. And submit.
DC 19 dexterity saving throw. He has advantage. He makes the saving throw.
Yeah, I did.
So that would be 16 points of damage. But you notice that the flames that do manage to make contact with his body, much like your force damage earlier, just kind of some of that energy just seems to kind of disperse against his form.
Gotcha. So does it seem like it's strengthening him, or does it feel like it's just being blown away like dust?
You would have to use an action to make an Arcana check on that one. You can do that next turn.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, close the door. And then I'm going to go.
He just blew off 2 walls off this manor, and Chris Head closes. This is like Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Chris Head closes the door and is like, "We're safe now."
Now we're safe. Yeah, this little door is going to save us. And I'm going to go 20, 25, 30 down the stairs,
All right.
down to the 1st floor. I was just trying to keep it
down to the 1st
Yeah.
floor,
Yeah.
because that would be running off of this map onto another one, which would take you out of the
Oh,
fight.
well then I will stay on the stairs then.
Okay. All right. Next up is Loomis.
Loomis is gonna just shrug his shoulders and just go back to his battle axe.
Hang on just a second. Loomis didn't, or Torka, didn't you heal yourself earlier?
He did.
Yeah, that was his action.
Dale, if you're talking, we can't hear you. You're muted.
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, I did heal myself.
Why does it show
I
you as
thought I
only
put it on my.
22 hit points? Because that's what you had earlier before you healed yourself.
Yep. I should be at 62. Sorry.
All right. Go ahead, Loomis. Sorry about that.
Okay, no, it's all right. He just kind of sees everybody go inside and just kind of shrugs his shoulders and just, all right, I'm gonna do this, and he's gonna use his battle axe. Here we go.
So you have advantage on that. 31. That is a 19. That will go ahead and roll your damage and then roll an additional d12.
Nice.
So 9 points of damage.
Come on.
And you will take another 46 of necrotic damage. 18 points
Jesus
of necrotic damage.
Christ.
Took it. And then, okay, another one. Okay, back to my character sheet. And
22 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. 9 points of damage. And
Okay.
an additional 14 points of necrotic damage. Chris said he has way more hit points than you do, so he can actually soak that. Whereas, yeah, this would be destroying your paper ass. He's not a paper person like you are. 28 hits for 17 points of damage. And you take
Of course.
another 12 points of necrotic energy. Or necrotic damage, pardon me.
okay, down to, got it.
All right.
That'll end my turn.
Next up is Torka Galu. Torka, Soren just ran downstairs. After closing this door, what would you like to do?
Ugh.
Next to you is Cole, who's probably looking at you with legitimate questions.
No. I feel like Cole always looks at me with the answers. Last I saw, before Soren shut the door, how high in the air were Loomis and Lord Roville?
Well, from where
Last I saw.
from last you saw, which would have been before you went to this door, they were at the same height outside, which would look to be about 50, 60 feet.
Okay. So as mighty as Torka is, he doesn't think he could just go out there and engage Lord Roville.
I mean, not with that attitude.
What's
Torka
the
runs through. I can fly, bitch, and he just jumps off the balcony and plummets.
What's the mechanic for opening and closing the door as far as?
You can, as far as I'm concerned, we've always done it where you can open a door that's not locked, just on your movement.
Okay. So if I go 5, I'm through that door?
Yes,
And do I need to spend some time closing it again?
it's up to you.
I'd like to close that door behind me.
Okay.
Prim and
I'm
proper.
going to start saying, since this is a thing where you guys are kind of gaming that, or started to, it's going to take 5 feet of movement to close the door. Close the door behind you after you walk through.
Okay, but opening it is free?
Opening it is free. Closing it's going to take 5 extra movement.
So I'm at 10 here. 15, 20, 5. And Torka's going to cast just feel like I've got to get my ass closer to Loomis. At least give him some aura protection. Let's cast Ice Storm, because I've never cast this.
Okay, well, so Loomis is 60 feet up in the air. So for your
Oh, okay, so I'm not even close.
now,
Okay, I
even
get
if
it.
you were here, you'd still be, he'd still be 30 feet above you.
Okay. I do have a 30-foot aura.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your aura would end at his feet.
No, I get it. I get it.
So you want to do Ice Storm? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah, we have one. We have a template for that.
20 foot, yep. And so let's move it. Try and get Loomis out of it.
Hang on. You should be able to control it now.
Oh, I can. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll put it there.
What's the range on that?
300 feet.
I'm gonna call bullshit.
Okay.
Oh Jesus, it is 300 feet for a 4th level spell. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't make the news. I just report it.
All right.
Did
So
you literally think that the Dale Henderson you knew just threw out 300 feet randomly?
a 20-foot? Yeah, kinda. A 20-foot radius, 40 foot high. Cylinder centered on a point within range.
Wow.
Dale, I blame myself.
So walk me through this. This will be the last thing we do tonight, by the way.
Okay.
So walk me through this. You're putting the point in the air behind
Yeah,
him.
I'm putting it behind him and way above his way above the fight. So the point in the air is probably about 80 feet up. And
Okay.
yeah.
Hailstones turn the storm's area of effect into difficult terrain until the end of your next turn. All right, so this lasts until the end of your next turn, at least as far as the terrain goes. But immediately, he will have to make a saving throw. What is your spell save DC, Torka?
Is it on the spell?
If you look at the
Cast.
front page of your character sheet on the core page, you'll find it under attacks and spellcasting. Just hit Ice Storm. That'll do all the work for you.
The spell save DC is a 1 sec. I'm going to hit it, but it's an 18.
Okay. If you just click on the spell, it'll tell us the
Yep,
spell
I
save
did.
DC. Okay. All right. So 9 bludgeoning, 12 cold, dexterity save of 18. He has advantage as it is a spell. He makes the save. He takes half the damage. Hang on here. Half the damage and it's 21, so 11 points. No, 10. 10 points of damage. I'm just moving that off so I get this token. I'll move it back. There you go. All right, so that'll sit there now until the end of your next turn, Torka.
Okay.
All right. Next up is Cole. Or I'm sorry, Torka, did you want to do anything else? Or wait a minute. No, hang on. Let me amend that. Torka, you've used your action. You've moved. Is there anything else that you'd like to do before we end for tonight?
No.
All right. When we start again next session, It'll be Cole's turn. Cole, you have a whole week to think about what you want to do with your 5 hit points.
I will think about nothing else.
All right. We are done for tonight then. And
Thank you,
Cool.
Trey.
you're welcome. And we will see everyone next week.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Very
Have a good night.
Thank you, y'all.
Yep.
Good night.
Thank you, fella.
Good night. Bye.
Night night.
Bye.
Night night to everybody in
Good night.
out in video land.
Out
We
in
got a
out in video land. Yes.
Out
Good
in
night, everyone
Vigiland.
in Vigiland.
We got a necrotic damage problem.